Would you feel safe around men that you knew enjoyed watching women sexually exploited, raped, sex with animals, images of child molestation? If you knew an event or organization included a lot of men that enjoyed viewing such horrific images and acts, would you still attend? I know I wouldn't, and I know you wouldn't either. Also, no mother worth her salt would want her children in such an environment. Unfortunately, you probably aren't safe in church as much as you thought you were. Consider this. At least 68% of Christian men have admitted to watching porn on a regular basis. Now, we know that porn includes violence, including rape of adult women and children, racist sexual terrorism against Black women and women of color, incest, bestiality. Just about any vile thing you can think of, there are men in the church enjoying it, including pastors. Do you really feel spiritually safe under the leadership of a man that regularly allows those images into his brain? Guess what? You're not safe. Let's be real. I've been in a couple of churches that, quote, sat down members of the congregation for being practicing homosexuals. But porn use seems to be a sin that receives much sympathy and empathy. We're supposed to understand the temptations that men face while giving no thought to the harms, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, it does to women. This is why the church needs a radical feminist reformation. I don't feel that any entity led by men, including a church, is safe for women. I don't feel that any entity where men are, including a church, is safe for women. In addition to safety, there's biblical accuracy. Consider what you've been taught. The Proverbs 31 woman is often presented as some virtuous and submissive being that gives all to her household. Who cares that the word virtuous, in this case, comes from a word that actually refers to strength? So it should read, who can find a strong woman, or maybe even a brave or resourceful woman? You've probably never heard of that, but I bet you've heard about submission. Think I'm mistaken? Well, I dare you to do a study of the Proverbs 31 woman with your concordance in hand. Again, I believe that a radical feminist reformation would not only keep women and children safe, but would be also more scripturally accurate. To be fair, this is not simply a church issue. Men from all religions and atheist men view porn and are susceptible to porn addiction. However, I believe that the dangers of porn on women aren't given the attention it needs because we are too focused on men and temptation. What am I advocating? Again, a radical feminist reformation within the church. If women of faith want safety both spiritually and socially, they are going to have to consider forming female-only churches. You can't possibly be safe in an environment where men regularly engage in pornography. You deserve to worship in safety. Your spiritual life may depend on it. And you might grow in the faith.